announced judges and courtroom staff now eligible to get the vaccine so the court system can get up and running again.
Governor Kemp says there will be a big boost in vaccine availability the week of March 29th because of more Johnson & Johnson vaccines. He says the sooner you make your appointment, the better.
We're encouraging every eligible Georgian to please make their appointment as soon as possible. The demand for vaccine is significantly lower south of the Columbus, Aiken, Augusta line than it is in metro Atlanta and much of North Georgia.
The governor also plans to visit Augusta tomorrow for a discussion with AU about the vaccine.
There's much more news ahead, but quickly, let's look outside. This is the Augusta. Mikhail, thanks. With new COVID-19 relief money on its way to millions of Americans and states across the country, there are a lot of questions about how some of that money will be used here at home.
The United Way of the CSRA says that it recently received $6 million to help families in our area. And as News 12's Brady Trapnell reports, their focus is on helping people pay the rent.
The United Way says when they opened their rental assistance program, hundreds of applications flooded in overnight, showing a huge need as the pandemic continues. In the 2 weeks since the program started, 1,800 families have reached out to the United Way of the CSRA for help. Although some might have applied twice, they say the needs are wide-ranging. Some are furloughed, others lost their jobs, and some are high risk and need to help teach their kids at home. The United Way has $6 million available to forgive rent that's behind. It's open for anyone making 80% or less than the average median income in Richmond County, or less than $52,000 as a family of four. Brittany Burnett, United Way of the CSRA's CEO, says trying to prevent homelessness.
And what we're finding is that some families need 1 month of assistance and others need 9 months worth of assistance. We want to help be on the prevention side of that to keep the roofs over their heads so we don't have an escalating problem in our community.
And if you don't have internet access or a phone, you can come here to the United Way offices, open this drop box, and put any information they need right inside. We'll have more on how this impacts the city's fight against homelessness on News 12 at 6 o'clock. Reporting in Augusta, Brady Troutnell on your side.
Could be the lifeline so many need. If you are a veteran experiencing homelessness, we're just learning that Charlie Norwood VA is hosting a veteran stand-down event next week. There'll be a community resource fair next Friday from 10 a.m. to noon. It's at the VA. Both drive-through and walk-in services are offered. They'll also be administering COVID vaccines for any veteran who wants one.
Also developing this evening, we're learning more about how a body found in Aiken County is connected to a murder in Columbia, South Carolina. The investigation started early Saturday morning when deputies found Ashley Hager shot and killed in her car in Columbia, her 5-year-old in the backseat, unharmed. Later that same morning, investigators here found Ashley's husband dead in Aiken County. The body of Rufus Carmichael found on the side of Holder Road in Batesburg. The investigation led officers to Charles Carmichael, I should say. That's Rufus's brother. As of now, he's charged with killing Ashley Hager and his sister-in-law, but no charges yet in connection to his own brother's death. We have more coverage on this case coming up here on News 12 at 6 o'clock.
The investigation continues today into the death of a bicyclist in Aiken after being hit by not one but 2 cars. Here's a look at where that accident happened, right near Millbrook Elementary. 39-year-old Artimo Garcia was riding his bike across Pine Log Road at Waite Street last night when he was hit. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead just after 10 o'clock. So far, no charges have been filed in this case.
New today, we're hearing from school leaders in Dublin, Georgia, after a high school principal and his family were killed in this fiery crash. It happened Sunday afternoon. This is I-16, a stretch through Bullock County. Georgia State Patrol says a semi-truck towing a tanker rear-ended that car, which crashed into another tractor-trailer. The crash killed Dr. Anthony Stuckey, his wife, Alicia, their 3-year-old son, and an unborn child due in May. Dr. Stuckey was a Dublin High School graduate. He went back there as a teacher, and now he was serving as principal. And his colleagues say he was the real deal.
He's been a tremendous professional, a true gentleman, a great father and husband, a Christian, and just an all-around stand-up guy.
And Dr. Stuckey's wife, Alicia, spent her time teaching cosmetology at Dublin School's Career Academy. Their car, as I said, rear-ended by a tanker truck, and the Georgia State Patrol says the case is under investigation with charges pending.
A family gone in the blink of an eye. New video now out showing the terrifying moments a plane crashes into an SUV in South Florida. That accident was caught on a home security camera, but We do want to warn you, you might find some of this video disturbing. Okay, here it is if you want to look away. You can see the SUV driving down the road when a small plane slams into the passenger side. The plane then burst into flames. All of this happening yesterday afternoon around 3 o'clock in Pembroke Pines, Florida. That's less than an hour north of Miami. We're told 2 people on board the plane died on scene. A child who was in the car was taken to the hospital where he later died. No word yet on what caused the crash. The FAA and the NTSB are investigating.
Also today, the vaccine rollout continues this week. This was the scene today in Aiken County. This is Silver Bluff High School, where educators got their first doses. It's the second of 6 clinics the district's holding for its employees. The next one comes around Friday from 9 until 4. That one will be at Aiken High School. If you're interested, you can sign up on the school district's website.
In Georgia, this mass vaccination site is opening tomorrow. It is in Washington County. It's at the Word of Life Church in Sandersville. And it is the first state-run clinic like this in our area. Site organizers say they're hoping to serve up to 500 Georgians a day. If you want to register for an appointment, you can do so online. Just head to myvaccinegeorgia.com. We also have that link for you up on our website and our WRDW app.
Organizations in Orangeburg are rallying to make getting a COVID vaccine even easier.
Walk-in clinics are available in the county, but leaders say they are having 2 main issues. First, transportation, and then second, trust.
Trust is a big one in some communities, and Chris Joseph is in Santee with what solutions are on the table.
Santee is a small community, but its leaders are looking to make a big difference. Orangeburg County NAACP President Barbara Johnson-Williams is recruiting institutions across the county to host vaccine clinics. She's hoping to make it easy and familiar.
Some people are still not comfortable with getting the vaccine, and the mistrust is so broad until we have to get this information to the communities that it's okay to take it.
She has 10 sites now and is hopeful that with DHEC's blessing, they'll be able to host vaccination clinics by early April. Williams targeted accessible gathering places like the Barber's Loft in Santee.
This is a place where everybody come to let their hair down. You know, here we talk about politics, we talk about religion, we talk about issues.
Owner Leonard Pelzer says Santee's been home for almost 50 years, and he's obligated to give back.
You know, it has always been my purpose to have a positive message in those conversations.
Take a short trip down the road to First Providence Baptist Church, and Reverend Birdie Taylor will say she was hoping for an opportunity when Williams gave her a call.
And it blew me away. I was like, oh my God. And she said, how would you love to host your church as a site for the vaccine? I said, Miss Barbara, I feel like dancing up in here like David danced. And we talked about it, and I agree with some of the things she said, it being in a rural area, lack of transportation, lack of trust.
She says convenience is everything for the community, but the church would also mean comfort.
If you can't trust church people or church folks, my God, who can you trust?
She does have a point there. Nothing official has been scheduled yet in Orangeburg County, but leaders there are hopeful since DHEC has been pretty vocal and adamant about setting up clinics in rural areas.
First at 5, we're learning about an Iraqi national and a Georgia man accused of trying to smuggle several firearms out of the country. The U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of Georgia says Nihad al-Jabari tried to smuggle 3 handguns and 9 long-range rifles from Savannah to Iraq. He now faces charges for smuggling and giving false export information. If convicted, he could face up to 10 years in federal prison.
Georgia School Superintendent Richard Woods heading to Augusta. He will be at Fort Gordon on Thursday to deliver the Military Flagship School Award to Freedom Park Elementary School. That award recognizes schools that go the extra mile to provide supportive environments for military children. 6 other schools in Georgia will also be getting the award.
Happening this weekend, the Aiken virtual Steeplechase is making a return. You might remember this online event. It brings all the fun of the spring steeplechase without the live horses, but you can enjoy horse racing with stick horses, spring fashion, tailgating from the comfort of your own home. For more information and the link to join, just head over to the website we have right there on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, you can still wear a big hat from home.
Why not?
New today, we're learning all Augusta-Richmond County libraries are moving to phase 3 of their reopening process. That means starting Monday, all 6 branches will be open 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday, and then from 11 to 3 on Saturdays. Face masks will be required, and COVID protocols are still in place. Libraries will still be offering curbside pickup, though, until the buildings are fully open. Miguel?
Try and get some rainfall. And check this out. Coming up after the break, a 12-year-old sprinter setting the bar really high, how she plans to qualify for the 2024 Olympic Games. There's a young sprinter from Nebraska who's already got her eyes on a pretty big prize.
Yeah, one of the biggest. Naomi Ruckham has her story and how she's working to teach her dreams.
Jaya Patillo is just 12 years old and can run 17 miles per hour. This training video went viral after ESPN put it on TikTok, and now more than 100 million people have seen it.
We started at like 12 or 13, and then we had planned on stopping at 15, but my coach said it looked like I was jogging, so we went up to 17, and he said I could have went up to 18.
Jaya is no stranger to sprinting. She's already a 9-time junior Olympian. Her dad knew early on she was destined for the track.
I would hear Jaya running, and I happened to look at her legs, and her legs were not just walking, but they were striding. And at that point, I knew that she would be a runner.
And she's got mom's backing, too.
We're just here to support her and be there to make sure that she gets as far in life as she wants to go.
Jaya trains several days a week and tries to stay grounded despite racking up multiple awards and medals.
The main thing that I focus on is like staying humble and staying true to who I am and staying focused.
Jaya plans to keep running all the way to the 2024 Olympics in Paris. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News.
So remember that name. Jaya's going to be on Team USA one day, and we're going to be glad to have her wearing the red, white, and blue.
I cannot get over that video being in real time. It almost looks like somebody is fast-forwarding it.
Like a cartoon or something.
Yeah, amazing. She is also an honor roll student. Yeah, I know, right? She can run
Sure.
and she's smart. She likes drawing and painting when she's not on the run, but pretty incredible hit.
At 17, 18 miles an hour, that's speeding in some slow neighborhoods where
Yeah,
they have the signs up.
you're right.
She could actually
right.
get a ticket for running through a neighborhood. She's that fast. All right, Miguel. Looking sunny and breezy as we head towards that first day of spring.
All right, thanks, Mikhail. Hey, don't forget to wear green tomorrow. You don't want to get pinched.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up, tax season and scam season, they are both in full swing. But this year, there's a new twist, how hackers are now taking advantage of stimulus checks and how you can best protect yourself. That's next.
Unemployment, PPP loans, and stimulus checks creating new hurdles for millions of filers.
It's a very serious situation for a lot of families.
Our I-team takes the uncertainty out of this tax season. Thursday on News 12 at 6 o'clock.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Tax season and scam season go hand in hand, but this year with the stimulus checks rolled in as well, there's even more of a concern about hackers.
They'll try to get anything, won't they? Well, today we're on your side with how to protect your tax returns from fraud. Madeline Kuhidi has more on what the experts say you need to look out for.
From work to finances to shopping, more of our data is online these days and ripe for the taking.
Bad guys follow the money and follow the information, and the information is definitely online.
According to McAfee, 63% of Americans are filing their taxes online this year. 12% of those are doing it for the first time. Now tax season and scam season are in full swing, with the COVID-19 pandemic presenting more opportunities for hackers. Many scams involve messages using stimulus checks or COVID-19 vaccines to get unwitting consumers to click a malicious link or give up personal information. Sometimes con artists impersonate the IRS using threats to demand immediate payment or get valuable information to use for identity theft.
If you receive an email from the IRS, don't click on it because the IRS does not use email.
Security experts say you can protect yourself by ignoring calls, texts, and emails from unknown senders, changing social media privacy settings so hackers can't see information like your birthday or where you live, and using virtual private networks, or VPN, when filing.
It's a digital tunnel between you and the IRS that keeps what you send safe and secure,
increasing the chances that your return won't fall into the wrong hands.
But the IRS identified more than $2 billion in tax fraud last year. So with even more people filing electronically, some for the first time, they worry this year the toll might be even higher. Don't give the bad guys your stimulus check.
No, and remember, the IRS does not send emails. That's a big one to remember. Also a reminder, experts say the best way to protect yourself, just be aware. So avoid any unfamiliar links or attachments in your inbox. Also keep in mind, again, as we've said, the IRS will never send an email or call you to demand immediate payment. That should be an automatic red flag. They also say filing early. That lessens the chance for hackers. The deadline to file is coming up in just a few weeks on April 15th. So get moving if you haven't already. I know, a bunch of us are panicking now.
Good reminder.
Yeah,
Good reminder.
Need to take care of that.
It's homework we have to do, right?
Mikhail?
Make sure you get those taxes in before the